Hello, Wilmington. Hello. Hey. My name is Herb White. I'm the Urban Forest Administrator for the city. I'd like to welcome you all to the 2016 Earth Day, Arbor Day celebration here in Rodney Square. There'll be a few speakers this afternoon. Up first will be the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works for the city of Wilmington, Jeffrey Starkey.
Good afternoon, Wilmington. Welcome to Arbor Day and Earth Day celebration. And hopefully everybody's appreciating what this planet has provided to us. So let's give everybody a round of applause. Welcome again, and hopefully you'll enjoy everything that we have to offer. I'd like to thank everybody from the Public Works Department for putting this together, as well as the other agencies that we work with. So again, welcome and enjoy all the activities that we have for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Starkey. My name is Deb Brown, and I'm the CEO of the American Lung Association of the Mid-Atlantic, and I'm pleased to welcome you on behalf of the Lung Association and the Air Quality Partnership of Delaware. Also joining me this afternoon, we have the Deputy Secretary Kara Coates from Delaware Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control, Herbert White, the Urban Forest Administrator from the City of Wilmington, and Jennifer Atkins, the Executive Director for the Partnership for the Delaware Estuary. The Air Quality Partnership is a public-private coalition of businesses, agencies, and individuals interested in clean air. And our goal is to raise awareness and inform Delawareans about simple practices that can help to improve air quality and health. The Air Quality Partnership works to raise awareness about ground-level ozone and particulate matter, both caused by pollutants in the air and frequently the result of vehicle or industrial emissions. We know that clean air is important to everyone, but especially those who have respiratory issues such as asthma and COPD. Poor air quality is especially harmful to our most vulnerable populations, such as seniors and children, but even healthy individuals can be affected on high pollution days. The American Lung Association State of the Air Report was released this week. This report looks at ozone and particulate pollution. Delaware's 3 counties received an F grade for ground level ozone, also known as smog, and results were mixed for daily measurement of particle pollution, with Kent and Sussex counties receiving A's and Newcastle County receiving a D. Delaware has taken major steps to improve our air, but as you can see, there is clearly work that needs to be done, and it can start with you. By taking just a few simple steps, we can have a big impact on air quality. Did you know that 3/4 of all trips made by Delawareans are under 2 miles? Riding a bike for these shorter trips, carpooling, and taking public transportation are all ways to help improve air quality, especially on days when air quality is predicted to be poor. You can learn more and sign up for email alerts when poor air quality is predicted at wilmapco.org/AQP. To help us understand the steps we can take, the Air Quality Partnership is very excited to update you on Tropo, a friend to air quality and a friend to you. Tropo is here to help raise awareness of how the air we breathe affects our health and how the things we do impacts the air we breathe. Tropo will help children and adults understand the simple steps, including carpooling, walking, biking, taking the bus, and even turning off your engine when you stop for a minute or more, also known as idling, which can make a really big difference in the way we reduce air pollution. Let's take a moment to wave hi to Tropo, our friendly Air Quality Partnership mascot. Oops, the other way. We know the dangers of poor air quality and air pollution, and it's time that we take action. The Air Quality Partnership challenges you to an Air Quality Awareness Week pledge to use an alternative form of transportation for 1 day or more during Air Quality Awareness Week. This includes walking, biking, carpooling, or riding public transportation for just 1 day. Do your share for cleaner air and give the pledge a try. So now I'd like to welcome Kara Coates, who is the Deputy Secretary for DNREC, to announce the Governor's Proclamation of Air Quality.
Good morning, good afternoon. So thank you, Tropo. Delighted to be here today on behalf of the Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control. I'd like to start by thanking our partners. Certainly, first and foremost, the City of Wilmington. Jeff, great to see you again, for putting on this event that educates over 1,000 adults and students each year. I used to work for the City of Wilmington, and I've watched this event grow, and I think this is probably the biggest one ever that I've seen. So congratulations to all involved. Also, thank you to the Air Quality Partnership for organizing this and for all the work that you do year-round to educate people on the importance of air quality. Also, Tropo, the Clean Air mascot, is here today. And I just wanted to point out that his buttons demonstrate the ozone or the air quality action levels with green, yellow, orange, and red. And I'll come back to that in a little bit. And lastly, I'd like to, of course, support our Partnership for the Delaware Estuary for all the work that you do every day in protecting our water quality. So on Earth Day, each year, we pause to celebrate our past environmental successes and also promote the continued protection of the environment, because our clean air and clean water are our future. The 2016 International Earth Day theme is Trees for Earth, and there's a goal of planting 7.8 billion trees in 2016, and on this day in particular to plant 50,000 trees. And we'll be helping with that a little bit later. Planting appropriate native trees in urban areas makes a dramatic difference in our lives, providing beauty and natural character, increasing cooling from shade, and by releasing oxygen into the air. Walkable cities like Wilmington offer attractive urban spaces to live and work, where you can walk or bike to work to get some exercise, and also at the same time reducing air pollution. So I'm here to talk just a little bit more about air quality in Delaware, and I'd like to start with a couple of questions. Who here works or goes to school in the City of Wilmington? Raise your hands. Okay, great. All right, so does anyone here walk to work? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. I have a, and then I was going to ask, who here bikes to work? Are there any bikers to work? I've got a prize for a biker. No? No bikers? Tropo? Oh, here's, let me give this to you. All right, and last but not least, who takes the bus to work? Anybody here? Do we have any bus? Okay, here, I have a dart card for you. Don't get too excited, it's used. But there's still money left on it. So DNREC has been working for decades to improve air quality, and the state of Delaware has made significant progress. Through Delaware's participation in the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, which includes 9 states in the eastern region, more than $46 million has been invested in Delaware in energy efficiency programs that improve air quality. DNREC has also supported the installation of solar technology, and since 2008, Delaware has increased their solar production by 3,000%. In 2008, we had 2 megawatts of solar. Now we have 72 megawatts of solar. This solar number includes 2 solar installations in the City of Wilmington. There's one north of the city at the water treatment plant, and there's one south of the city at the Turner Municipal Complex. So Wilmington is doing its part as well. DNREC has also invested in over 30 weatherization projects here in the City of Wilmington. Please check out our website for eligibility for these projects. It's free if you're eligible. In addition, the vehicle transportation sector is one of the biggest emitters of pollutants, and DNREC is working hard to reduce that. And so we've worked hard to put in new bike trails and alternative transportation corridors. Here in Wilmington, if you leave from the Brandywine Zoo, you can bike all the way up to Bellevue State Park without ever biking on a road. These are great transportation corridors. In addition, down at the riverfront, the Riverwalk will soon be connected with the Industrial Track Trail and connected to a much larger greenway. So these connections and corridors are really important for alternative transportation. So we've made a lot of progress, but we still have some work to do, as Deb talked about earlier. So I would urge everyone to go on DNRAC's website and sign up for the email alerts for the Air Action Days. And if it's red or orange, try and bike or walk or do your part that day to not contribute to more air pollution. So I will close my remarks by reading the Governor's proclamation in observance of Air Quality Awareness Week for May 26, 2016. Whereas air quality in Delaware can be unhealthy due to various air pollutants, including ground level ozone and small particle pollution. Whereas air quality partners from Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey are coordinating efforts to anticipate days when ground level ozone and small particulate concentrations are expected to exceed health-based standards. Therefore, I, Jack A. Markell, Governor, hereby declare May 2nd through 6th, 2016, Air Quality Awareness Week in the state of Delaware. Thank you very much.
Very exciting. Thank you, Kara. Our next speaker is Herbert Walker, an urban forest administrator with the City of Wilmington, and he's going to introduce the City of Wilmington proclamation and offer some Arbor Day comments.
Hello, Wilmington. Happy Earth Day. Happy Arbor Day. Who in the audience is an arborist? Oh. Happy Arbor Day. All right. So the City of Wilmington and the Public Works Department has made a commitment to recognize the Earth today. Today we're celebrating two very important parts of the world that we all share. We're celebrating trees in Arbor Day, and we're also recognizing the contribution that trees make, the services that they provide to us and to the world as a whole. So everyone get a round of applause for trees and for what trees do for us here in Wilmington. The City of Wilmington is recognized as being a Tree City USA. Tree City USA is a program that is sponsored by the Arbor Day Foundation. Part of being in order to be considered a Tree City USA, your city has to make a commitment to the planting and maintenance of trees and green space and green infrastructure annually. The other thing we have to do is make a commitment to social events like the one that we're having here today. As part of that, the Mayor Dennis P. Williams, would like to proclaim today as being Arbor Day in the City of Wilmington. Happy Arbor Day! All right, so part of that would be the reading of the official proclamation, which goes, whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and that holiday was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees. And whereas 46 years ago, millions of Americans celebrated the first Earth Day in cities across our nation. Having borne witness to the years of environmental neglect, these ordinary citizens followed the vision of environmentalist Dennis Hayes and gathered in the streets and parks and college campuses to demand change and commitment to leaving a healthier planet for the next generation. Whereas the benefits of Arbor Day and Earth Day go far beyond the shade and beauty of new trees for the next generation, but also presents a golden opportunity to educate all members of the community about the importance of green infrastructure to our air quality, water quality, and overall healthy lifestyles. Conservation, education, soil erosion, and the need to protect wildlife habitats are very much a part of that. Whereas today, Wilmington and the entire planet face new challenges, but one pose a greater threat to the future generation than climate change. And whereas the city of Wilmington is committed to the values of the Tree City USA program and our role as a local leader in responsible stewardship for our natural resources. Be it hereby known that Dennis P. Williams, Mayor of the City of Wilmington, declares April 22nd, 2016 as Earth Day and Arbor Day. Thank you very much. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Up next is Jennifer Adkins of the Partnership for Delaware Estuaries.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Actually, it's great to be out of the office in the middle of the day on such a beautiful day, isn't it? As Herb mentioned, my name is Jennifer Adkins. I'm with the Partnership for the Delaware Estuary, and we're honored once again to be working with the City of Wilmington and all these great partners to bring you this great celebration for Earth Day and Arbor Day. Our organization is focused on clean water in the Delaware River and Bay, and rivers like the Christina and the Brandywine here in Wilmington. So we've heard a lot about clean air and trees today, and I want to talk just a little tiny bit about clean water. So if you're asking yourself right now, what do trees and clean air have to do with clean water? Well, the answer is actually a lot, quite a bit. Here in Delaware, one of the biggest sources of toxic pollution like heavy metals to our rivers actually comes from the air. Air pollution from states to the west of us gets blown over Delaware, where it drops into the ground and ultimately into our water. So the good news is that a single tree could absorb 10 pounds of air pollution each year. A large, healthy tree might also take up over 10,000 gallons of water each year, which helps to reduce polluted runoff and flooding and keep our waterways clean. So that's what trees have to do with clean water and with clean air. This year, the Partnership for the Delaware Estuary is celebrating its 20th anniversary. For 20 years, a group of partners that includes the state of Delaware and the Department of Natural Resources and cities like Wilmington, who have been working together with their counterparts around the region for cleaner water in our rivers, like the Christina and the Brandywine and the Delaware. Because rivers don't stop at state boundaries, and neither does air or water pollution. Since 2006, these partners have protected and restored over 43,000 acres, mostly of wetlands and stream areas, and many of those areas have trees and forests. So if each tree absorbs 10 pounds of air pollution per year and 10,000 gallons of water every year, just imagine what a forest with thousands and thousands of trees could do over 20 years. So that's the kind of impact that we're trying to have here in the region. And even with progress like this and all the trees that have been planted and protected, sadly, many of our waterways are still challenged by pollution. And water pollution affects us all, from swimming and boating to fishing and drinking water, and even our economy. That's why our organization is working with the Delaware Nature Society and the Delaware Center for the Inland Bays on a campaign for clean water, Delaware's Clear Choice. And we need people like you and cities like Wilmington to plant even more trees and take other actions to help keep our waters clean. So I hope everyone, while you're out here today, are visiting all the vendors that we have and our table, because there's lots of ideas out here today for how you can help have cleaner air and cleaner water around Delaware and the region. So thank you to the City of Wilmington for hosting this event today and all of our partners here today. It's a pleasure for us to be part of it, and happy Earth Day and happy Arbor Day.